Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Panther Zone. I'm Leon Brown.
And I'm David Smith.
Man.
It's Friday. We made it through the week.
Man.
Almost, kind of, sort of.
I barely made it.
I barely made it with you.
Man.
Last night, it was fun.
It was.
Yeah, Boosie came out. Shout out to Boosie. And Isis, she did her thing. Another PV Panther. She's doing big things out here.
Hey, man, that's what we do.
Yep. Big stuff coming up this weekend, whether it's MLB, NFL,
Definitely.
NBA,
College.
College.
Can't forget about college.
But before we talk about all that, we got to get into some PV sports real quick. The PV women's soccer team had their last home game, their last game of the season last night at TSU, and they came out with a draw. So they'll be placed 5th seed in the SWAC tournament, and they'll play the 4th seed Alabama State on Thursday here. So make sure you guys come out and support.
Definitely.
We're all rooting for you guys and wish nothing but the best. The golf team, men's golf finished 3rd, and the women's golf finished 4th in the Gulf Shores intercollegiate play. You know, they're always...
Yeah, they compete.
Yeah. Even though they don't get as much recognition as they should.
That is definitely true. If I'm not mistaken, they won the SWAC championship on last year. So I feel like they're one of the sports on campus that I feel like don't get a lot of, like you say, recognition. They don't get a lot of spotlight. Definitely shout out to you guys. You guys are definitely doing your thing out there and continue to do what you guys do. We're definitely behind you.
Yep. Also, you know, Saturday's coming up. We've been talking about it. Alcorn State 6-2. PV is 3-4 so far. Big game.
Yeah, it's a game. I feel like everybody is going to be watching that game. It's definitely going to see how Prairie able to come back after that loss against Southern, what they go to change, how they go as far as changing their offensive scheme, how their defense was able to, come away with allowing them to have 35 points put against them. So that's a game that everyone is going to be watching for, and I'm definitely, I can't wait.
Right.
I want to see what they're going to I can't wait to see what they're going to do.
This is the game that would definitely, if we win this, there's no doubt we're going to make it to Atlanta.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, we definitely, if we can pull this game off, we would definitely see y'all in Atlanta. So make sure you get your tickets.
For sure. All right, so let's go into some MLB news. The Dodgers, like I said before, they just not good enough for the Red Sox. They came out with another win. David Price shut them down in Boston. Mookie Betts came in clutch. Andrew Benintendi did his thing like always. JD Martinez pretty much hitting is unstoppable.
Yeah. Man, I feel like they on a streak right now. I feel like it's gonna be a full
sweep.
Yeah, see all the way. I mean, unless the Dodgers they can pull, something like they had.
It's hard to play in LA, but
it definitely, especially with the crowd that they have out there, that definitely is one of the intimidating parts about playing out there. So.
But the Red Sox have proven themselves throughout the whole postseason. Yeah. They could definitely win anywhere.
No doubt.
Especially with the pitching they got.
Yeah. They have a quality team all across the board, from pitching to hitting to outfield. So yeah, they're definitely. I feel like they're playing. They're playing as a team, but they're on their stride right now, and I feel like the Dodgers, they can't stop them.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Dodgers, their star shortstop Manny Machado was accused of stealing signs. Which is
wow.
I really don't. Here's my. I used to play baseball, so. When they say stealing signs, it's not like it's not really a cheating thing. It's just like you trying to get ahead. It's a strategic move. So I don't really know why people make big deals out of this stuff. Along with the Pine Tar situation we talked about a couple weeks ago.
I agree with you too. I feel like that's a part of the game.
Yeah.
Like you say, trying to get ahead, trying to get that win, whatever you got to do. To me, I feel like it's nothing against stealing. So
when we come back, we got news about the Texans. We got some college sports news, HBCU football, top 25 football, and more.
Check this out. Come on. Getting ready. We getting ready.
Welcome back to the PV Sports Zone. Leon, last night the Texans
Man,
faced the Dolphins and looked astonishing.
man.
Defense was on point, offense was on point, 5-game win streak. I smell Super Bowl in there.
I mean, that's my team. Texans. Y'all listening to what we have to say, and I feel like y'all taking everything that we've been saying, y'all taking it into consideration. Watching, man, you had a phenomenal game. You 16 for 20 for 239 passing yards with 5 TDs. Like, you're definitely is on your game. I feel like the offensive line, for him to do that, his offensive line hasn't been playing on their game, and they definitely was doing that. The Texans, they're playing on their stride right now, and I feel like they're every week they're clicking and they're gaining the momentum that they need to continue to come out and compete, and they're definitely showing it, especially with last night's victory.
Right. And another upcoming game that we have is the Browns versus Steelers.
Definitely a major game.
Baker Mayfield, he's had a solid year.
Yeah.
The Steelers have a lot of controversy. Well, not really a lot of controversy, but they just have a lot of things going on for them right now.
Yeah.
Ben Roethlisberger's still seeing if he can still play.
It's gonna be a difficult game for them, like you say, with a lot of things that they have been going through, especially from the beginning of the season with Le'Veon Bell. I just want to see how they be able to go in and go against Dallas. Right now, Dallas, they're as the Texans as well. They're starting to click. They're starting to gain those key components to be able to go out there and win. And right now, I feel like it's going to be a good game, but it's going to come down to whoever can make those key plays.
Cowboys facing Redskins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Cowboys are at home. Redskins are top of the division right now. But I still think the division is still up for grabs.
Oh, yeah.
Between the Eagles, Redskins, and Cowboys. Anybody can really come out division champs.
I feel like that with that win that Washington was able to get over the Cowboys, I feel like that, even though it's still competitive, but I feel like that win kind of put them ahead of the Cowboys.
Right.
Especially how competitive that division is.
Right. Let's go into some college football. We got some big games. Iowa versus Penn State.
Man, that's going to be a game. Penn State.
They still a tough team.
They had a setback. They don't have to go out there and just remember that who they are. They are Penn State. You're known for going out there and competing. You're known for going out there and playing good ball. And I feel like they have to get back to that. And I feel like they're not playing a team that they can just walk over. They're playing a good quality football team. So I feel like this is going to be not another tough test, but it's going to be able to see how they're able to come back and prove that they're who they are.
I still got Penn State coming out. It's a night game.
Oh, yeah.
It seems like every time they play at night at home, it's like, I don't know, the crowd just wakes up even more than what it normally does.
Playing in that stadium, in that environment, I feel like it's something. Have you ever seen their crowd, like they were all white?
Yeah.
It's a sight to see. And I feel like when you have that and when you have the crowd behind you and you just the excitement and all that, it can definitely help to push you to win. So
what other games you have that you're looking at?
Another key game, Georgia versus Florida. That's another big SEC matchup. Florida, they're on their stride right now. They're doing big things. Georgia as well. Georgia is playing the top of the game. They had a loss early against LSU, but I feel like that loss against LSU was able. I want to see how they're able to go in, reposition themselves, how they was able to come back together. So I definitely want to see how they play against Florida. Another good game to watch out for is Washington State versus Stanford. That's going to be an excellent game over there in the Pac-10.
Washington State just had an upset over
Oregon.
Yeah, over Oregon.
Yeah, which was definitely, I wouldn't say a necessary win, but it was a statement win for them. I mean, Washington State in past years, they've been a team, but they really haven't been the team that people just be like, oh, Washington State. They're actually going out there and competing. And they definitely, with that win against Oregon, they definitely showed that they're able to go out there and play college football. So
let's go back to the SEC. The SEC right now has 4 or 5 teams in the top 10.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be fair when it comes to the playoffs, like the way they make the schedule?
It is, but like our last show, how I was talking about UCF and how they're in the top 10, but they're not getting a lot of recognition that I feel like they should get. The SEC, as we all know, is one of the dominant conferences in college football. And when you have five teams that's in the top 10, it honestly speaks volumes on the conference, but it just shows you how competitive they are. To me, feel like having that many teams from one conference in the top 10, it does kind of make things kind of unfavorable for other teams to be able to be in that position to play for a national championship or to go to the playoffs.
And so, if you had a opportunity to like switch up how they pick or like how the system is set up for the playoffs, what would you do?
For one, I mean, we all know how the college football, how they do. They go by they go by rankings. They go by the competitive of their schedule. I wouldn't change up how they do. I would just try to find aim. I mean, we all know the top's going to be up there. We all know LSU, Ohio State, Alabama, Oklahoma.
Right.
You know, they're always going to be up there every year. But I feel like if you give the teams that don't necessarily get that highlight or get that spotlight, give them a chance to be in the contention to be in the playoffs. I mean, you never know what they can do being on that big stage, and if you don't allow them to be on the platform or be on that big stage, how would we know if they can compete at that level if you don't give them a chance to?
Right.
So I mean, that's how I view the college playoff.
To me, I would model it after the NFL's playoff system, where you have
this 5 weeks.
Yeah. Like you have how many teams can play? It's like 4 from each.
Yeah, so it's 8.
Yeah. Right now it's 4 for the college now. So I would just expand it and have each major conference a team from there, or at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, to go in there, at least try to represent their conference in any way that they can. And I mean, I totally agree with you on that, but we all know college football, how they're set up, so I seriously doubt something that they would change on that, but hopefully.
I mean, the thing that brings back to what Zach was saying, that means UCF could switch conferences then, like go to the ACC or something.
They definitely could switch conferences, but like I mentioned, who would want to pick them? Like who would want to add them to their conference?
I mean, ACC not even that strong no more.
It hasn't been that strong in many years. Well, not many years, but it's been a couple
like
of years.
The past years.
Yeah, consistent years. Clemson, they're ranked number 2. Florida State, I don't know what's going on with you guys. You guys have definitely fall off track, like way off track. Hey, man, I don't know if it's coaching or what, but man, y'all getting y'all boys manhandled. Like I don't know what the deal is, but like you say, ACC, they
can definitely compete.
I feel like they could. It's just the fact that
they could compete in the Big 12. Personally, I think it's only a couple teams. You got Iowa State, Texas, Oklahoma. That's it out of the Big 12 that could really do something.
I mean, you got TCU. We can't forget about TCU.
They are all right.
I mean, they're a quality team, but I mean, like you said, I feel like the UCF probably will be a good add-on addition to the Big 12. I just feel like where they're at in the region that they're in, it would kind of be difficult, especially for travel, for having, I mean, I can see UCF going to the Big 12.
Yep.
Hey, what you think?
What y'all think? Going to the NBA now, the Rockets offered a trade for Jimmy Butler. They offered 4 first-round picks. That's crazy in itself. Is he even worth 4 first-round picks?
I wouldn't say he's not worth it, but I feel like he is. Right now, the Rockets, they're starting to, they're in a position to where they're starting to not click well outside of the scuffle that they had against the Lakers. It was a good addition. I feel like they could have went without, but I guess they're looking ahead on to next season to get those early draft picks. So I see it.
Are you talking about the Timberwolves?
Yeah, I can see it maybe as a business move.
I don't think that's a good trade, to be honest.
Please elaborate.
But I understand what the Rockets are trying to do. Everybody in the West is trying to beat the Warriors. That's the main goal. Because in order to get to the finals, you have to go through the Warriors. Warriors already got their spot in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah.
I feel like the Rockets, they can compete with the
They
Warriors.
don't even need Jimmy Butler, to be honest.
Like you said, I just feel like it's a business move to me.
I don't understand why they're trying to clean the house out, though.
Hey, it could be a lot going on.
They need to get rid of Ricky Rubio.
Definitely.
He hasn't produced since he got drafted.
If that's one player you want to get, definitely get rid of him.
Right. They could just put Derrick Rose over him.
Yeah, definitely could. I mean, like you said, he's starting to be more healthier now. So
Right.
I definitely want to see how he goes to continue his path and see what he do this season.
Remember Wednesday when I brought up the prospect who got signed for a $1 million intern?
Yeah.
Well, the coach for Syracuse spoke out, and he said he doesn't think the NCAA should ever compensate players. I quote, "I don't think we should ever compensate players. They get more meals now so they can keep their meal money. Everybody says the coach makes this and the players don't make anything. The player is 17 years old. I've been working my whole life. There's a lot of 17-year-old kids that don't make money."
I agree with that quote. It goes back to like I have said before. It was sports and politics. That's all it really is.
Right.
I necessarily don't believe that high school players or college players should get any type of incentive. Yeah, I mean with the scholarships, they're getting scholarships, but you're going there to better yourself, to better the program, and that's not a position to where the school should pay you for what you do. You're going there to get ahead. So
Right.
to go to college and think that you supposed to get a paycheck because of you out there playing, you putting up 30 points, 40 points, like that's not nothing. You still have to go to class. You still have to do the work. So
I mean, but you got to think about this. Those same people that are putting up 30 to 40 points are the same people that's bringing in the money.
I mean, of course. When you have those players, you're gonna have the alumni. They going deep into their pockets.
Right.
All the money coming out. I wish I can get some of it.
You got
but
coaches out here that's getting paid $30 million to be an assistant coach,
Yeah.
and while a player's not getting a dime,
But it's coaches. They went to school to
it's
do that.
players.
Players that are just playing that's
Coaches
in
are
college.
not playing.
I,
You know how many players could outcoach a coach?
It's a lot that feel like that they can outcoach
They
a coach.
can.
I'm pretty sure they probably can, but until they get the knowledge and the skill set to be able to do what coaches do,
Right.
I feel like that's the whole point of going to school. Yeah, you might feel like you're the best man out there, but paying the athlete goes a long way. And not every athlete shouldn't get paid. Do you want to pay an athlete that sits on the bench?
Well, I'm talking about All right, look at this.
Like that, but
We got players' jerseys. The college basketball and football players got their jerseys are being sold.
Yeah.
Last name not even on the back.
I
But
mean-
the number is, so you know who it is.
Yeah, but when you put the name on the back, it's like you have to get whatever proceeds that whoever bought their jersey, you have to compensate for the jerseys being sold.
But they're not getting a cut.
But it goes. They're not getting a cut, but it's going back to the school, or it's going back to whoever is producing the jerseys. I personally don't believe that players should get paid at a college level. Not every player deserves to get paid. Until you can give me a clear fact and reason why college players should get paid, then come back and let me know. But until then,
They really go through a lot more stuff than just a normal
but that's
college student.
they do.
And 9 times out of 10, they don't even want to go to college.
But that's their job.
Nah, the job they're trying to get is pro sports.
Yeah.
This is just something they're forced to do. Like Ben
It's-
Simmons, dude did not want to go to LSU at
It's
all.
not something forced. If that's something that you want to do, that's
He
something
didn't,
that
he didn't want to go to LSU. He didn't even go to class.
But he had to do something if he wanted to make it to the pros.
That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't have be forced to go to school if we don't even want to do it.
So you go straight out of high school and go straight into pros.
Ben Simmons, he could have done that.
I mean, it's a lot of athletes that could have did it, but you're risking the fact of not having that degree behind you and going straight into when you go into the league, you never know what might happen. You might get an
Right.
injury, you might get traded. I mean, anything could happen, but to have that degree behind you to be able to have that plan B. And that's why I always see it. Like being able to have that plan B, being able to fall back on something like that is more important to me than getting to the pro level. So I mean,
I see what you're saying, but what about the LeBrons and the Kobe's? Do you really?
What about the LeBron and the Kobe? They did their job.
If they didn't have no one and done rule, do you think Zion would have went to college?
Probably so, probably not. It all depends.
What about R.J. Barrett? You think he would have went to college?
It all go back to the person. If this is something that you want to do, like if you know in your heart that this is where you want to be, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get to that level. And if it's going to college for a year or two, you're gonna suck it up and you're gonna do it. Yeah, you might suffer, you might, miss a couple classes or, here and there, but you still gonna do the necessary steps and you're gonna make those adjustments to get to where you're trying to get to. And that's what a lot of college players, I feel, they know that they have to go to college to be able to get to where they're trying to get to.
Okay.
So
I see what you're saying. Before we go, you got any other topics you want to touch on?
Nah, man. I'm ready for this game Saturday.
Ready for the game? I'm ready for the game,
ready
too.
For the game.
Tailgating, homecoming,
man,
Alcorn, looking for a dub.
Man, that's all I'm waiting on. Can I get that? I just want a dub.
That's like in your homecoming out.
That's all I want to do is homecoming out with a W over Alcorn, a team that we lost to 2 years in a row. Like, can we get a dub? That's all we want. That's all we want. That's it. Can we get the?
All right, y'all. This is the last show of the week. We're gonna ask that y'all be safe out there at homecoming, be safe out there in the world. I'm David Smith.
I'm Leon Brown.
And we'll see y'all Monday.